there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Hey, happy Saturday, y'all. Shout out to Patrice Phillip for the super thanks. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys are all having an amazing Saturday. It's blackout day for most of you that are not watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is why you guys are all on YouTube to see what we're saying about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And so originally I have another video that we'll do after this because this became the priority that I wanted to discuss first. And that is a new clip that has dropped, you guys, involving none other than MARSAU Scott and TISHA TURNUP, you guys, because what happened in the scene was what I suspected happened, that MARSAU was going to somehow use something from his little sit-down, his little one-on-one with Melody Cherie Rogers that he always looks forward to every season, and he's going to find something in that conversation to utilize in a disagreement against Letitia, right? Just to rile her up, you guys, and we're going to talk about it, right? So nonetheless, the clip that was posted is a follow-up scene from MARSAU's sit-down with Mel, right? As you know, we are going to see a continuation of the MARSAU and Mel scene in tonight's episode because there's nothing else interesting going on this show this season. So nonetheless, MARSAU starts off with the following. He says, Mel did say something concerning that your mom is on social media. However, I don't follow them. Yes, you do, MARSAU. Now, you may not follow Letitia's mom, but on one of these secret accounts, you definitely are aware of what Mel's doing. Because how do you know all of the products she has, even though you try to throw shade and just say it was a t-shirt line? But how do you know all the stuff Mel has going on if you don't follow her, right? So nonetheless, says that he doesn't follow them, so he doesn't know. And Letitia, she's all nonchalant. She could care less. She's like, well, I don't really know. You know, I kind of asked my mom several times, not to address the situation. I'm assuming the Martel arrested for the DV harassment in the 3rd degree. I believe that's what the situation is. And she's like, well, I also asked her specifically, not to talk about Mel, and then MARSAU, he's like, well, you know what? She had a good point. Melody Cherie Rogers had a good point, right? And then he goes into the slander mode. This was completely unnecessary, MARSAU. You had something there, and then you completely, invalidated yourself with the insults, right? So he's like, basically said about Mel's quote-unquote crazy deplorable fans, he says, he's referring to how Mel said, how can I control them when you can't control your mother-in-law? And so then here comes Letitia. But she can control them, MARSAU. She can control them. They listen to her like she's God, like she's Jesus, like she's the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Oh my gosh. Lord help us, you guys. Oh my goodness. And she's like, but she hasn't even tried. Like that's the thing. Mel hasn't even tried to, have, her session with her cult, have her session with her cult members and tell them, hey, tone it down, right? And so then MARSAU, he's still hitting the point home. He's like, but I still think that's a valid point. And then here comes TISHA turned up. But no, it's not, MARSAU. Should we tell my mom to, and see, I think what got cut off is she's probably going to now say, oh, should I encourage my mom to, get activated and act even more unhinged, which surprisingly has been happening lately, you guys. Which, to no surprise to any of you, when has TISHA told her mom to turn down? It is what I want to know. Turn down for what? When has she told her mom to stop it? Every time she's quote-unquote attempted She's always got a smile on her face. She always comes into the scene well after things have escalated and is like, oh, mom, you shouldn't have did that, when you could have came in well before. When you could have told her from the start, this isn't it. Why are you inserting yourself into my issues, right? You seem to get her off of coming for MARSAU and the alleged cheating and the alleged whatever else. You seem to got your mom off your back about your husband that you're flashing your ring about in the scene. So how is it that you cannot tell your mom to stop it when it comes to Mel? But for some reason, she now has the perspective of, hey, I don't care what MARSAU does or how he treats my daughter, just as long as they still stay married. What type of logic is that, you guys? I would be personally offended if my parent had the audacity to say something like that to me. Really? Are you kidding me right now? But this scene, like I said, I knew MARSAU was going to take something from that sit down with Mel and use it to gaslight TISHA, and this didn't disappoint. This didn't disappoint at all. But I'm gonna need LaTisha. I'm gonna need you to have the same energy that you have for Mel supporters and the MELOMETERS, because how do you get so animated? And the thing is, you're trying to, frame this as, I tell her not to talk about Mel, but you have no problem talking about Mel. Especially in scenes you're not with her. Like this one too. You've had her name in your mouth every single episode, LaTisha. Like what are we doing? Right? So it's no wonder, you're sitting down, pillow talking to your mom. Oh my gosh, Mel this, Mel that, the MELOMETERS, and your mom said, you know what? I'm not on the show anymore, so I can say whatever I want on my platform, and I can say all the things that you're scared to say because you're scared of those MELOMETERS, and the meters need to be ran up and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to use my platform to do all of that for you, TISHA, so you don't have to. Oh, okay, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Right? Because if that's the energy you asked your mom to turn down, she's not going to. You need to be firm with your mom, TISHA. You need to say, listen, I'm about to lose this check that is contributing to your show enough seasoning that you're trying to sell at Black every weekend when there's filming, right? That's what you need to tell her. That you need to keep your alleged 2,500 an episode going for the show, and your mom is messing it up by making Melody Cherie her entire existence. That's what you need to tell your mom, LaTisha. It's not rocket science. It's not difficult. But there's a part of you that enjoys this. There's a part of you that enjoys your mom attacking Melody Cherie every single day and twice on Sunday and the pre-live show on the Instagram to let you know it's another drag fest of Mel, and then gets on the YouTube and it's another drag fest of Mel, right? You love it, LaTisha. You can't get enough of it. You are in the bushes, tuned in to the effery. So again, where is this energy? Because I presume this is filmed the end of January, beginning of February-ish. Or no, this might have been earlier February, because it would have been closer to when Stormy had her Lovers and Friends event, which was Valentine's Day weekend, I believe, right? And so nonetheless, we are in June. We are at the end of June, and things are more outrageous now than ever. Now we're beyond, the show and talking about the kids, talk about these other things. Now you're attacking people's businesses. The same businesses where Mel has supported all of y'all's business, has never came for any of y'all's businesses, has supported each and every single one of y'all, even if she wasn't even cool with you, even if she wasn't on good terms with you. Each and every single one of your business ventures, she has supported. She has never sat there and tried to tear down any of your businesses. Anytime she has come for you, it's because you came for her first. and you said something personal, or you believed whatever lies or false narratives that Martell put out about her, so that's when she got bugged back with you. But I'm gonna need you, Letitia, to be firm with your mom. If you tell her that you also will be losing a check from Love and Marriage Huntsville, that the show is at risk of getting canceled because there's more drama happening on social media than there is on the show, I bet you your mom will pipe down then. It's not rocket science, I'm telling you. But Letitia enjoys it because this is another scene, this is another example of MARSAU finding a way to defend Mel. And if he's like this on camera, can you imagine the level of gaslighting that is taking place off camera? Why can't you be more like Mel? Why can't you be more independent like Mel? How come you can't have several businesses like Mel? Blah, 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 blah. I already know the game. TISHA has changed her appearance multiple times. She has done all types of things. Her and Stormy sometimes cosplay as previous wigs and outfits Mel has worn on the show. So I understand completely what is happening, right? Letitia feels a way that MARSAU has some type of admiring of Melody Cherie Rogers that has not been let go, whether she was married to Martell or not. And this is her get back. This is her get back by using her mom as her speaker box to tell all of the people all the things she's afraid to say because she's afraid of the MELOMETERS and thinks the MELOMETERS are a cult that is going to listen to their leader, you guys. Here's the thing. You guys don't have the same energy for fan bases such as the Beehive or the Barbs or any of these other people. And some would actually argue that in some of these other larger fan bases for an actual A-list celebrity, that they are a cult. Because how does it exist that you can be a fan of somebody and anytime there is a critique on them, even if they are in the wrong, you find a way to make it somebody else's fault in the situation? You find a way to somehow make them the victim. And then you go in on the attack on whoever the op is, right? But then some of these fan bases have taken it as far as to sending death threats to people and sending death threats to other celebrities, other executives of NBA teams, and all of these things, all because you didn't like the way somebody looked at your fave, or you didn't like the way somebody looked at your fave's husband, and you have zero context of what was taking place at all, and you just go off of a little clip, and you go completely loose. I have not seen that level of crazy, that level of insanity, as it pertains to any Mel supporter or Melometer, quote unquote, right? I haven't seen that type of level where people are literally scared for their lives, right? Because they're scared to say anything negative about somebody because they do not want to end up missing, right? But that's okay, Letitia, because your mom is threatening for any Melometers or Mel supporters to come up missing. If they come out to her town and her big backyard, she was going to bury everybody. That's what she said on her platform, Tisha. And she also said that her and her cousin have GUNS and to pull up, you guys. Which is why I don't know why people are supporting any type of fight of any capacity, because this isn't a fight about boxing. No, there's gonna be guns there, you guys. There's gonna be GUNS there. like we need to keep it a buck for the things that this lady is saying, right? Because to be this obsessed with somebody, and you already lost your job as a result of your unhinged behavior, and now it keeps escalating and escalating, so now you're going to take it out and see which one of the so-called Melometers is going to take the bait for you, and you're going to make that your back and forth, right? And then you're going to see, hey, who can I convince to make this happen in person, right? Who can I convince so I can pull up and show you what I can really do? No, that type of energy, no. There should be no reason to entertain that type of foolery. Anybody who's out there threatening to KILL somebody, it's deuces, right? It is deuces, it is see you later, it is sayonara, you guys. So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon.